Yo. What up, dude? What's going on, man? What's going on? Check. It's hump day. Check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's popping? Can you hear me out there? Y'all, how y'all doing? It's Dunk on Demand. It is the Dunk on Demand show every Wednesday, 8 o'clock ish. You know how we do it. Sit back, relax. It's hump day. You made it through halfway through the week. Get you a cold one with your boy. Crack it open. Got a good show for you tonight, my man. Let's get to it, man. Checking in Cam Dalton. What up, though? Will Brown, good luck on your tryout tomorrow, dog. Where you walking on to, bro? Let me know where you walking on to. But good luck. Nevertheless, good luck. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. It's Super Bowl week. It is Super Bowl week. I got to say it again. Super Bowl week. It's bittersweet. Jonathan Felder, what up, though? It is Super Bowl week. So I got the LBJ headband. Now, LBJ headband is up there on the hairline. That's the LBJ headband. Kateris Fullerwander, what up, though? That's a mouthful. I ain't going to cap. Kateris Fullerwander, what up, though? I appreciate you checking in, though. What up, though? Trying to walk on to South Carolina, man. Oh, I salute to you, my boy. Gamecock, future Gamecock. I'm manifesting it for you, bro. Good luck. Ball out, don't hold nothing back. I mean, you got next year, obviously. But give it your best. Give it your best, my boy. Keep me posted on how it goes. What's going on, y'all? It is that week, Super Bowl week. We got a lot of news stuff, man. I wanted to talk about and reminisce some of the Panthers Super Bowl memories. You know, the Panthers have been to 2 Super Bowls. I want to reminisce on that. Obviously, Aqib Talib had been talking some trash today. Rome, what up, though? Aqib Talib was talking trash. You know what I'm saying? Talking about they knew everything the Panthers were gonna do in the Super Bowl, and they only ran 12 plays. Like, come on, bro. Like, I like Aqib Talib as a commentator, but this is cap. As a player, I'm not a big fan. I'm not gonna lie. This is cap to me. This is cap. 12 plays, because not to mention the Panthers, as bad as it seemed, they still had 300 yards to the offense. They moved the ball. They just turned the ball over in the red zone. There were a lot of drops. Like, if you want to play revisionist history, we could talk about the facts. The punt return. I mean, y'all defense balled out. They brushed the passer, but y'all just exposed the offensive line in the weak skill positions. But let's not act like the Panthers, one, didn't still have a chance to make something happen. 2, let's not act like you just shut them down completely. I mean, 300 yards. I mean, he had the turnovers and the pass rush and stuff. I get it. But, I mean, they won. You can say what you want. There ain't too much I can say. But y'all won. But come on, Aqib. Aqib, come on, bro. Come on. Keep it funky, dog. That's what ain't that what Cam Newton said? Keep it funky. Keep it funky. Got to. I'm just putting this on Twitter and Instagram to tell people to come in. But it's a Super Bowl, man. It's bittersweet. Last game of the year. Nicholas John said, "Hey, what up, though? What up, though?" I ain't put you on the screen wrong. What up, though? Jonathan Felder, what up, though? Yeah, man. That Super Bowl, and I just been reminiscing. Somebody posted a video breakdown talking about how the Panthers, on the play that he got stripped by Von Miller, how Devin Funchess was wide open. Like, if he just had a split second to step up in the pocket, if Mike Remmers hadn't just got straight up dominated off the bat, maybe Cam would have found Devin Funchess down the field for a big play. Could have been a whole different story. Imagine if the Panthers had won that Super Bowl, how different we would look at. Like, I'd probably still be invested, but I'd probably be a lot less invested in the team, because that's what every fan wants to experience. Every fan wants to experience their team winning the Super Bowl. I posted a video on Twitter of that guy that was old as crap, old man crying like a baby because the Bengals said he's been a Bengals fan for 50-some years. Bengals finally made it to the Super Bowl or something like that. And he saw it. I'm like, my worst nightmare is literally being that old and crying on my bed because my grandkids posted me on in the metaverse because who knows where technology will be then. He got posted on social media. My grandkids will probably post me somewhere in the metaverse. It'd probably be a hologram of me just crying or something. They posted on whatever social media because the Panthers finally made the Super Bowl. That is literally my worst fear. I do not want to be that old. I want to be an adult. I want to be able to enjoy it, preferably within the next 5 years. I would love for the Panthers to win that Super Bowl. But I feel like that's got to be any fan's nightmare. I don't want to be some feel-good story on SportsCenter because I've been a Bengals fan my whole life. I've been so faithful and loyal. And even though I look stupid because we had been trashed for so long, but I still stuck around when we finally got a Super Bowl, when he was on his deathbed. Like, no, that's not how I want to go. I do not want to go. I do not want to go out like that. It's cute. It's a feel-good story. I see these other Bengals fans. I'm not trying to be on that train. I'm not. I rather just go out just wondering what if from Super Bowl 50. I don't want to wait that long. If I got to wait that long, just don't give me one. Preferably we get in the next 5 years, though. That's just me. Tyree, what up, though? My pen and pad. Sorry, y'all. I'm like discombobulated. I'm discombobulated. Where's my notepad? I like to take, y'all know I like to take notes during the show. Yep, 60-yard punt return because of a phantom fair catch. And that was the biggest turning point. And it also felt like, why did nobody want to tackle? Why did no one want to tackle? It seemed like everybody was just staring at Buddy while he was returning it. Where's my notepad, dog? There it is. This is ridiculous. And Key really didn't do much, but that fake, he almost ripped Philly Brown. Y'all remember he almost ripped Philly Brown helmet off? He almost ripped his helmet off, dog. That's all Key Talib did. He almost ripped bro helmet off. You know what I'm saying? That's all he really did. That's all he did. But like the revisionist history, let's not play that. We know what happened. One day I'm gonna go back and relive that Super Bowl, watch the film. I'm gonna do a film breakdown on it for y'all. I'm gonna do a film breakdown. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll be back, Panthers fans. I have faith that we will be back. I'm not gonna say in our lifetime. I think it'll be back sometime before then. Am I gonna watch that Funky Friday with Cam and Brittany Renner? Probably, just out of curiosity. Why else do you bring Brittany Renner or guys like Kevin Samuels on your podcast or on your YouTube channel? You know what you're doing it for. Cam knows what he's doing. You do it for clicks and clout. I mean, if I had the bread, I'd probably do it. Get some big names to come onto the show. But I ain't got it like that. Cam got bread like that. I mean, shoot, Brittany Renner probably did it for free. Just because of his Cam Newton status. She probably got a check. I'm not gonna lie. She's I guess she's getting child support from PJ Washington, but she ain't doing nothing for free these days, dog. It's just the game. I mean, I don't blame Shawty. Dion got her at the school. She did Kevin Samuels. She went on them dudes' podcast that be talking trash about women all the time, fresh and something. And now she on Cam channel, like she's doing a hell of a press run. You would think she's gonna write another book. Said we're gonna meet at the next Super Bowl. Next Super Bowl, I'm going. My boy Ben in this thing talking about he talking brisket for the Super Bowl. Hey man, I just made this pot roast yesterday. It wasn't nothing special though. I put it in a crock pot, but it was pretty good though. Trying to be like you when I grow up. Hey, we could do it. I'm gonna hit your phone. I'm serious too. I'm serious too. I'm gonna hit your phone. Shoot, cause I ain't gonna be nothing but at the crib. He said, "Pray for PJ." Said Steve Wills back. Yep, about to be blitzing like crazy. So she killing PJ. Yeah, it's a messy situation, man. You gotta be careful who you had kids with. Y'all make sure y'all get a video thumbs up, please. Pretty pleased with cherry on top. It's Super Bowl week, man. We are rolling. The Panthers. I dropped a video about the Panthers coaching changes. Y'all make sure y'all check that out after this. But I told y'all saw what happened with Roger Goodell, his speech. Y'all saw what happened with Roger Goodell? Obviously, he can't really talk about the lawsuit, but he said that they fell short when it comes to the diversity hiring practices. So just a couple days ago, when somebody said something, they said, "Hey man, it was an uproar because of the Flores lawsuit. Y'all wasn't trying to hear it." But now Roger Goodell's gonna get up at his press conference when he has to face the music and try to put something together. I told y'all about the NFL formula, didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all a couple weeks ago. They deny. Then when it comes, they say that something's going on, but they'll never admit guilt. They go to the courtroom. They're going to stall you out. Stall them out, Debo. They're going to stall you out because they got some of the best. They got the biggest bankroll. They got some of the best lawyers in the country. They're just sloppy. The owners are just sloppy, so it's probably a paper trail. But they got the best lawyers, and they got the biggest bankroll. They're going to out bankroll anybody. Flores, whoever the class action lawsuit is, they're going to outdeal them. Stall them out, keep appealing, pushing it off until you run out of money, until you can't afford your lawyer or something like that. Then they're going to try to settle with an NDA. That's how they did Kaepernick. Stalled them out. They didn't admit it wasn't a problem. And they tried to put on this fake tryout to admit there was a problem. Then they came out in the draft and said that, we were wrong about this. Cap still don't have a job. Stalled them out. Settled out of court. NDA, we never know. We never got the transparency. NFL rolls off their back. They keep it pushing. Business as usual. That's their plan. They did the same thing with Tom Brady. Stalled him out. Their weak investigation came out. They were wrong. They suspended Tom Brady. They kept it pushing. They put more time into that than investigating themselves when it came to those emails and the Rooney Rule failure. The NFL definitely has their personal vendettas. They definitely do. But this is the formula. They are well-versed on that courtroom. I told y'all, they have experience. They got the biggest bankroll. It's going to be hard to beat them. It's going to be hard to beat them. It's going to be hard. But somebody got to stand up to it. Said Matt Rule trying to keep his job with these coaching hires. Probably. He should have been doing this last year. Maybe he'd be in a better spot. Just be the CEO and let your assistants do their thing. Let your assistants do their thing. See what Nick Saban does. Nick Saban don't call no plays. Nick Saban manages the game, calls timeout, has a system in place, make sure the system is running well. He puts his hand in when he wants to put his hand in. He's a defensive coach. But Saban lets his assistants do work. He trusts them. He hires the right people. When you hire the right people, you don't have. I got it. Matt Rule is weird. Like, I don't know why he likes to micromanage people. I don't know if it's because he was at these smaller schools. He didn't always trust the staff that he worked with because he didn't have the best staff money could buy, I guess. He used to working with limited resources, so he has his hand in a bunch of one pot. Maybe he has control issues because apparently his contract has him with final say on roster moves. Whatever it is, Matt Rule needs to try to be like all the other CEO coaches. Like I said, Saban. Why do you think they're still good even though assistants come and go all the time? Belichick, why do you think they're good? Because their assistants come and go all the time. They have a system in place. They groom the younger guys to be better coaches in the future, and they let the assistants do their thing. They get free reign. When you get free reign, you get a lot more credit. It carries a lot more weight. Coaches are going to leave when you have that success. If you can't trust the guys you hire, what are you doing? If you have to, the reason why you're micromanaging is because you don't trust these guys. Why don't you trust them? I don't know. But you have some pros now on the staff that you have to trust. Take a step back, trust these guys, work on managing the team and the system and the program, whatever that you're trying to do. You worry too much about everything. Like they say, you micromanage stuff. Put a system in place. These other good coaches, when assistants leave, they don't miss a beat because the culture and the system is in place. I think there's flaws in Matt Rule's philosophy on that, but this is going to be his chance. He has the experienced coaches. I got to give credit where credit is due now. You should have did that before instead of hiring your homeboys and spoon feeding all this nepotism to us. Instead of going based off of merit and the smart moves. Is it because he didn't trust him? That's the only excuse I can think of for Matt Rule wanting to micromanage everything. He just doesn't trust. He has to let go and trust people. Yeah, you want to take stuff into your own hands when you're on the hot seat, your job's on the line. But these guys are getting paid money too. Not as much as you, Matt Rule. Nobody getting paid as much as you. But you got to trust these guys. Let them do their thing. That's what good head coaches do. They trust their assistants to do their thing. You don't have to micromanage everything. Okay? Said Rule found out he can't control everything. Exactly. Said Wilkes can be interim head coach when Rule bombs next season. Said NFL's always been a billionaire good old boy. Said Rule's weird. Yeah. Said Rule is a legend in his own mind. Dwayne Getty said we screwed. He said we screwed. Said we're screwed. Yeah. Not a great look, but it is what it is. You guys actually get a video thumbs up if you have not. If you have not, I'm curious to see how the season's gonna be. I'm very pessimistic on it, but I'm curious to see how the Panthers season will be next year. Obviously, I'm gonna be here talking about it and reporting on it. So it is what it is. But let's talk about Alvin Kamara. I know y'all saw or heard a word about Alvin Kamara at the Pro Bowl, getting into the fight, breaking some guy's eye at Dre's nightclub. Shout out to Vegas, my second favorite city in America. Atlanta is my first favorite. Vegas is my second. I've never gotten in trouble in Vegas. I guess I don't have enough money to get into trouble. Whatever. But I've been to Dre's. Dre's is a nice club. It's a good little spot. Apparently in the elevator, his entourage, his old lady, Taya Cooper. Shout out to the WNBA player. They got some guy tried them in the elevator. I guess he was trying to run away or something. They beat him up, stomped him out, kicked him in the face, allegedly, broke his orbital. I don't think, from what I'm hearing, Alvin Kamara has yet to be charged. They're investigating it. He was in court and apprehended, but I don't think, from what I hear, legit charges haven't been charged to him. I don't know. Could be different, could be wrong. What I'm hearing is the DA for for out-of-towners, he's pretty strict on those guys. He doesn't like tourists coming in and causing a ruckus, so anybody that comes and makes trouble, whatever. The charges could face up to 5 years. I doubt it. He's an NFL player. He'll probably maybe do some community service. I'm sure he'll get fined big time. NFL will probably fine him and suspend him a couple games. And he'll definitely have to civil court. He'll pay a lot of money to this guy. He broke his eye. He broke the orbital is your eye, like the eye socket bone thing. He broke that. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Because The NFL has been slow with some of this discipline stuff. They may throw them on the exempt list depending on what happens, but the NFL has been slow about some of this stuff. Didn't Marcus Lattimore get in trouble last year and they ain't do nothing to him? I ain't gonna throw nobody under the bus. I ain't gonna do that. It's Black History Month. As much as I don't like the Saints, it's Black History Month. Shoot. So, regardless, a lot of people are saying that. They're saying that why, like, this is what happens. This is the reason why nobody wanted to put a team in Vegas. They're saying this is why nobody should have put a team in Vegas. It's too much trouble to be had out there. Rome saying, why didn't his boys keep him out this mess? It sounds like his homeboys are part of the problem. They jumped in there. I don't know if they defended him. We don't know. I'm sure TMZ will get the camera footage sooner or later, and we'll see. But this is the true definition of mess around to find out. It sounds like, according to them, the dude was talking trash. I doubt they just jumped him in the elevator for no reason. Apparently, he was talking some kind of trash. I don't know if he went at his old lady, and they just took it personally. If he said something slick. It's the definition of mess around to find out. And the dude found out, obviously. I'm not condoning the violence. But sometimes you can't write checks with your mouth that your butt can't cash. Or your eyeball, whatever you want to say. But yeah, sometimes you got to have that fall guy to take the blame. But I'm sure with the guy's good eye, he probably identified Alvin Kamara. Can't deny it. Not to mention they probably got him on camera. But Alvin Kamara, I guess, he's from Atlanta. He's a pretty laid-back dude, he seemed pretty cool. I mean, obviously, he got the QC chain on. But, like, you've only seen Alvin Kamara, like, frustrated or whatever, like, once. I think that was when, who was that guy? Christian Wilkins was messing with him and the Dolphins, and he just didn't like it in the game. But besides that, Alvin Kamara doesn't really seem like a hothead. He really seemed like a real chill dude, laid-back dude, obviously. The swag is a little bit different. He got that young thug swag. But, I mean, he doesn't seem like a problematic guy. So for us to hear the first thing about him is like, this? Mess around and find out. So it shouldn't matter if he's an NFL player if you're guilty of the time. It's true. But, come on, man. This is a capitalistic society. You know what happens. You know the haves and the have-nots. It's about privilege. It's about, come on, man. It shouldn't be that way. There's a lot of stuff that shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't have to have a Rooney Rule. People should be judged based off of merit, not the color of their skin, but that's just not the case, unfortunately. He said he had to know he was Kamara because he was a target. Probably, I mean, shoot, if you in Vegas, he probably flexed up, iced out, probably had the same QC chain on, the same grill that he wears on the field on. He was a target. The dude, if you were local or whatever, you know it's Pro Bowl weekend. You know it's Pro Bowl weekend. So you heard Kamara didn't want him elevator and push him first. I don't know. Like I said, we gotta see the video. I gotta see the video gonna come out. You know TMZ gonna get that video. If there's an elevator video, whether it's Beyonce, Jay-Z, Ray Rice, something like that, they always get. Does it like they always get the elevator videos? But same thing. We talk about that privilege. Like I said, the DA of Vegas may try to do something. The NFL may also try to pull some favors too, because it's just not a good look. But usually they wait till the offseason for these guys to start getting in trouble. This is the first one. Alvin Kamara started early, unfortunately, with guys getting in off the field trouble. You know what happens in the offseason when these guys have spare time. They become targets. Sometimes these guys do stupid stuff, but sometimes they become targets. They get in these scenarios that they can't back down from, or just non-ideal scenario. It's different. I don't know what happens. We'll see what happens, though. We will see what happens. But I'm not blaming Vegas. I'm not going to blame the city of Vegas. Vegas wasn't just invented. You don't think these guys go to Vegas all the time in the offseason? You don't think these guys go to Vegas all the time? having a team there don't mean. I mean, yeah, a couple of Raiders players got in trouble, but the Raiders just drafted me. Who's to say that wouldn't happen regardless? I mean, DUIs aren't exclusive to Vegas. People can party in Miami. You can party in New York and Jersey, Houston. Like, a DUI is not exclusive to Vegas. So I don't want to blame Vegas for the Henry Ruggs situation. The David Arnett thing also, I'm not going to talk bad about the dude, but I just don't think that's something that you can just blame on Vegas. It just, like I said, Vegas. I'm a little biased. Vegas is my second favorite city, but this stuff is not exclusive to Vegas. This is not the first time players have been in Vegas. People go to Vegas all the time. Like, let's be real. So I'm not going to blame Vegas. I'm not going to let y'all sit here and blame Vegas for this trouble. I'm not. I enjoy the city too much. I got to get back. I want to go for the draft. We'll see what happens. Got a lot of things on the plate, but we'll see what happens. But I'm not going to let y'all drag Vegas like that. I'm not. I'm not. Well, let's keep it moving, man. Say need a shirt. I got you on the shirt. I actually got the website ready. But said Falcons will win the NFC South. Okay. How do I like the secondary coach? I love Steve Wilkes, man. I liked him. I was happy he got the head coaching job. I thought he got done dirty in Arizona. Cliff Kingsbury, they moved on to him and Kyler Murray. Now Kyler Murray wants out. Let's talk about that. Kyler Murray. Speaking of Steve Wilkes, Kyler Murray wants out. Why? Why? Kyler Murray's in his third year? Him and Kingsbury are supposed to be boys? They drafted Kyler Murray number 1 overall, even after taking Josh Rosen the year before, because they got a new coach. Why? Why does he want out? He deleted all the social media. You know what that means. It's either a bad breakup or somebody is leaving their team. Some people saying it's just social media. Julio Jones did the same thing last year. Julio Jones deleted all that stuff off his page. Shannon Sharp called him on whatever first things first. So he said I was out of there. He was out of there. So this social media holds some weight. Okay? Don't just say it's just social media. We just saw it play out last year with Julio. However, Kyler Murray, we saw what you did in the playoffs, homeboy. You don't really have too much leverage. Do you need DeAndre Hopkins? They went and got you DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, Christian Kirk. We know you said you want a CD Lamb. Is that what's up? You want a CD Lamb, and they didn't draft him. They drafted what? Isaiah Simmons. So now you mad? But you got DeAndre, one of the best top 5, definitely top 3, probably receivers in the league. You laid an egg in the playoffs without him, but now you're mad. What's going on? Why? Is it because of that? Do you not like Kingsbury? We know Kingsbury is mismanaged the clock. He was underachieving coach that got promoted for some reason. Because he's 40 with a beard. And he's under 40 with a beard. Looks like Sean McVay a little bit. That's why. Regardless, why are you trying to leave? You got to take some of this blame too. The only way Kyler Murray going to be able to get up out of there, he going to have to go to the MLB. He going to have to threaten to go to the MLB. They're not going to trade you, dog. They took you for the number 1 overall pick. You probably a top 15, top 12, maybe. No, top 15. Top 15 quarterback in the league. You don't just trade those guys for no reason just because they delete pictures off social media. Not to mention he's only like 5'10", so he's not that intimidating. Nobody's scared of you, Kyler Murray. I'm just cracking jokes. I'm short too. I can do that. Regardless, just because they didn't give you away like they did Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow wanted Jamar Chase, even though they need O-line. They drafted him anyway. It paid dividends. You wanted CeeDee Lamb. They gave you Isaiah Simmons, but they also gave you DeAndre Hopkins. I'm taking DeAndre Hopkins over CeeDee Lamb. I love CeeDee Lamb. I love his game. I'm taking DeAndre Hopkins. You can't complain why they didn't give you weapons. Connor, Edmonds, dude, y'all got weapons. Christian Kirk, solid. AJ Green, low risk, positive upside reward. I mean, he didn't play that great this year. But what leverage does Kyler Murray have? What leverage? What leverage does he have? You know what I'm saying? None. AMG4, what up, though? No matter what time you get here, just matters that you do get here. Since the Atlanta wide receiver on too. Yep. Calvin Ridley won out. Julio Jones won it out last year. Falcons down bad. They down bad, man. Falcons are down bad. So it's crazy because the Cardinals are perfect fit. Yes, exactly. I mean, they probably can get a better coaching, but they got weapons. They got a good, like, dude, y'all made it to the playoffs. Y'all the best team in the NFC. Now you want to leave? It don't make sense. What's going on? What's going on? Is it money? Like, what? He's only been in the league with 3 years. You're not going to get a contract yet. Is it money? You know the Falcons ain't trading Calvin Ridley to the Saints. You know that. You can want him all you want. You know that ain't happening. Y'all could definitely use him, but you know that ain't happening. You know the Falcons ain't doing y'all no favors. You know the Falcons ain't doing y'all no favors. You about to say you got jokes. You know they not doing no favors. I take Calvin Ridley in Carolina though. Straight up. Bring him to Carolina. Put it with DJ Moore. Tyler P saying Calvin Ridley will stay. We'll see. It's a long ways away. Long ways away. But the Super Bowl, we gotta talk about OBJ, man. OBJ. We ain't gonna spend too much time on OBJ. Apparently the Browns fans have been on Twitter getting mad at OBJ. They got mad at OBJ because he hasn't really been acknowledging his time in Cleveland and what happened there and all this and that. And they're mad at him. And people are like, why is the media trying to make OBJ look like a saint or some redemption story when he was a locker room cancer? He wasn't. The Browns are the Browns. Like, OBJ clearly wasn't a problem. Now he's thriving. He's in LA thriving. OBJ clearly wasn't a problem. Baker Mayfield was a problem. Hello? Baker was the problem. That's not hard to see. It didn't take OBJ's dad putting that low light tape up. It didn't take his daddy embarrassing Baker Mayfield for us to figure it out that Baker Mayfield was a problem. Now OBJ's in LA going in, about to get a ring. The Browns fans just mad because they haven't been relevant this time of year and so damn long that they want somebody to talk about that now that they got some kind of close connection. Rome said he gets the Rams cure cancer. If OBJ was a teen cancer, he gets they cure cancer. Apparently. And he said that his time in Cleveland was whack. Exactly. Nobody want to talk about that. Why you want to talk about that? Nobody want to talk about that. Why y'all want to talk about his past for? So OBJ proved it wasn't him. Baker proving he's Manziel 2.0. Hey. Manziel with more commercials. They made a Johnny Manziel with more commercials. More TV time. Dang. You hate to see it. So what would you do this offseason and draft to fix the Panthers? Offensive line, linebacker, re-sign Stephon Gilmore. I mean, it's pretty much it. Maybe get a little bit bigger up front, some depth, but we definitely need 2 linebackers, offensive line, quarterback. That's a good place to start. Is that they hating on that man? Yeah, man. Let OBJ thrive, bro. They want him to be problematic so bad. Why do they want OBJ to be problematic so bad? I don't get it. I mean, yeah, he be having his diva moments. He be wigging out. He had that little streak of all kind of stuff. But this man about to got a baby on the way. He done moved to LA for a first start. He seemed like a good teammate. He's doing his things, producing. He's in the Super Bowl now. Like, let that man OBJ be great. Y'all want him to be problematic. Like I said, sometimes having a baby will bring a dude down to earth. Maybe OBJ done grown up a little bit. Let that man live. Let him live. Let him live, man. But I know y'all heard about, there was a meme going around talking about Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson actually forced his way out of LA because he didn't like his role. I get it. He was just running go routes and clearing space out. Him and Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp obviously caught everything else. So, yeah, it wasn't a lot of balls go around. Pause. Deshaun Jackson forced his way out after 7 games. People are saying he's a clown now because he could be playing for a Super Bowl. OBJ forced his way in. Isn't that ironic how life works? Deshaun forced his way out even though he's from LA. OBJ forced his way in. When Robert Woods got hurt, it just ended up being perfect. Played his role. Now he's in the Super Bowl. I'm not even going to clown Deshaun Jackson because he's still getting the ring, dog. If they win, he played on the team 7 games. You still get a ring, dog. That ring still shine the same, dog. As I tell him if I was Deshaun, that ring still shine the same, dog. He got up out of there. But he's still going to get that ring, though. The bling. The bling still bling. The bling still bling. The chain still hang. A ring is a ring. You heard me? So all wide receivers are divas. Exactly. OBJ was just so unique and different that he was an easy target. He put himself in harm's way a lot. He was an easy target. He's an easy target for the media. So there's this thing. If y'all know me, y'all know I like to bet on sports. I like to bet on sports. I'm a sports betting guy. The Super Bowl is unique because they have these things called prop bets. So instead of betting on who's going to win or who's going to lose, you bet on certain, I guess, propositions or things that are going to happen. Like you may bet, how many field goals will be kicked in the game between both teams? How many touchdown passes will Matthew Stafford throw? Over, under 1.5. How many catches will OBJ have? They have a lot of traditional ones that they have every game, every year. But the Super Bowl is a whole different story because they have different scenarios. So instead of just betting on how many touchdown passes, you can bet on stuff like what would a coin toss be, heads or tails. You can bet on how long will a national anthem be sung, over, under a certain amount of minutes and seconds. You can bet on what color the Gatorade may be that gets dumped on the winning coach. You can bet on how many times they'll show Roger Goodell in the press box. There's a lot of different things you can bet on that makes the game a lot more interesting. I did the digging for you guys to find some of the most interesting ones. You want to hear them? Here you go. All right, so the first one that I found that was really interesting is there's a pregame show. There's a homecoming thing they're doing in LA. It's a 2-day event. Justin Bieber's going to be the headline. There's a bunch of other stars from sports, entertainment, news, whatever, going to be there. Wish I was going to be there. Maybe someday I will. Manifesting that. Regardless, there's going to be a lot of star power there. So, of course, another man is going to be performing is none other than Aubrey Drake. This is what Drake is. I don't know Drake. What's Drake's last name? I don't know. Aubrey. Drake's gonna be there. Everybody knows about the Drake curse. All right, everybody. If you don't know, pretty much Drake is like a big bandwagon guy. He's played with Kentucky, a couple other teams, Toronto. There's a Drake curse. Except Toronto, I guess they won a championship in the NBA. But any guy that Drake really has like kind of gets on the bandwagon with, they lose. Going back to the University of Kentucky, he was spending all this time with them. They ended up losing. But it's a Drake curse. Anytime Drake roots for a certain team, they lose. There's a bet on the Drake curse. There is a bet on the Drake curse. You can bet on what jersey will Drake have? What jersey will Drake wear? Which team jersey will Drake wear his homecoming event? You can bet on the Bengals or you can bet on the Rams. The Rams seem like a good pick because there's not really a lot to do in Cincinnati, so you know Drake ain't gonna hop on no bandwagon. But LA seems like a place that Drake probably has a house at. Obviously, if you listen to Sicko Mode, he was talking about Kanye's house and doing all this stuff and directions and stuff. Drake has a house in LA. It's a simple, easy fix of bandwagon. That's why you can see that the Rams are the favorite for the jersey that Drake is gonna wear. I would bet on that Rams thing and like it. Especially if he doesn't wear a jersey at all, you don't lose. So I would bet on that. Miss Rand, what up, though? Because, like I said, Drake is, will he curse the Rams? I don't know. Will he curse the Rams? I do not know, but it's whatever. Let's keep it on the rapper trend. Because there's a halftime show. We know it's LA, California Love. You got big boy Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is coordinated. He got Snoop. He got Mary J. He got Eminem. He got Kendrick. Who did I miss? Snoop, Eminem, Kendrick, Mary J. I think I got everybody. He got them all out. He's going to bring them all the West Coast stars and people. Not Eminem. Eminem from Detroit. Where's Mary J from? From New York? I don't know. But regardless, with Snoop Dogg, you know what it is. It's LA. They're going to be smoking the devil's lettuce, possibly. Somebody is. It's legal out there. I don't know if you can get into the stadium with it. But the next proposition is halftime show. Will Snoop Dogg smoke on stage? Yes or no? Right now, the favorite is for no. That's because they think Snoop Dogg done gone corporate. They think Snoop Dogg done gone corporate. They think Snoop Dogg done gone mainstream. They think Snoop done gone corporate because he's got the little Olympic show with Kevin Hart. He's doing all this stuff. He's been getting with all of this stuff. But Snoop Dogg, that man smoked like a chimney, dog. He's synonymous with it. It's legal in LA. Maybe he'll sneak a blunt out there and do it. There's a lot of artists out there. It's a long halftime. Maybe he needs to still take a smoke break. Will he smoke on the stage? Yes is the underdog. No is the favorite. Like I said, that thing he's going to go against the grain. No pun intended. I bet yes that Snoop Dogg going to pull a blunt out or Jay and smoke on stage. It's Snoop. This Snoop we talking about. Ron said he ain't going to have no time to smoke. So you say you bet no. All right, fair point. You can bet other weird stuff too. There's plenty of other weird stuff. Like, what color shoes will Snoop Dogg have on? Right now, blue is the favorite, obviously, because one, he's from LA. He may be a Rams fan. He may show some bias to the Rams. Two, Snoop is a Crip. He's a Crip. Y'all heard the song. I keep the blue flag hanging on my left side. Oh, on the back side. Only on the left side. Yeah, that's my Crip side. He's a Crip. There's a good chance he may wear some blue shoes. But there's a lot of options on there. That could be a tough one. Because black is what most performers do. That way they don't get scuffed. Sometimes they may wear white. Sometimes they may change. You never know. You never know. But it is what it is. I think he could wear blue if it makes sense. That makes sense that it's the favorite. The last weird one that I saw that I thought was funny was any part of Eminem's performance be censored? Will any part of his performance be censored? Yes or no? Right now, yes is the favorite. It has to be sound intentionally cut out or bleep censor to use. Interesting. That means that the FCC, they're gonna be on Eminem's on top. The FCC hates Eminem. They're gonna be on his top waiting. But I would say no. I have to go back and see some other performances, but they may try to do some on some fluke stuff. But I would say no. I think Eminem gonna keep it clean. The next question is, will Eminem wear a hat or a hoodie? Probably. We know brown hair, Slim Shady. Yes is the favorite, but I would probably say no too. I guess I say yes. Brown hair, Slim Shady. He don't show off the blonde hair no more like he used to. Back in the day when he had blonde hair, he showed the hair off. Now he got that whole hoodie vibe, the rap guy vibe, the brown hair dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a beard and stuff now. Like, Eminem to change his whole swag up. But that's the craziest ones I saw on my website. I thought it was funny. I may bet on that. It make halftime a little bit more interesting. So did the Rams even really have fans? No. It's just a bunch of random people in LA that moved to LA that like their colors, like to go to their game. Knows there's going to be all kind of celebs there. Because every celeb and their mama has a house in LA. So that's why you see so many celebs there. That's why. Every celeb and their mama got a crib in LA. To live and die in LA. To live and die in LA. RIP to Tupac. But if they pulled out a Tupac hologram, now that'd be something to see, right? What if they pulled out a Tupac hologram? A Tupac hologram, yo. I'd lose my mind. The last time they did that thing, it looked so real. I'd lose my mind. But real quick, the NFL honors is tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow or Saturday. One of the days, whatever. All I know is Mac Jones better not win Rookie of the Year. They better get that thing to Jamar Chase and Micah Parsons, or offense and defense. Comeback player is going to be Joe Burrow. It's got to be. Walter Payton Man of the Year, I don't know. It's always a toss-up. It's always a toss-up. Coach of the Year, what? Probably Zach Taylor. Probably Zach Taylor. Turn that team around pretty quick. Who's going to be the offensive player of the year? Cooper Kupp, probably. Defensive player of the year? It's going to be tough. I'm going with Watt. I'm going with Watt. He almost broke the record. I got to go with TJ Watt. MVP? That's a tough one. I would love for it to be Jonathan Taylor or Cooper Kupp, anybody but a quarterback, but the likelihood, slim to none. Slim to none. So I got to say, what I dare say is going to be Aaron Rodgers again. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp. Like, it could be anybody. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Tom Brady, just because they don't want to give it to Aaron Rodgers because he's not the most valuable vaccinated player. He's the most valuable anti-vaccinated player. So you can bet on that too, believe it or not. But I think Tom Brady may get it, bro. Unfortunately. Riding off into the sunset with an MVP trophy. Not necessarily a Super Bowl trophy, but an MVP trophy. All right. The moment we've all been waiting for. Super Bowl predictions. Who is going to win the Super Bowl on Sunday? Who is going to win? Y'all let me know in the comments who y'all think is going to win. Give me a score prediction. Give me a score prediction. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? The Rams or the Bengals? Right now, the Rams are a favorite. Last I checked, they were 4.5 point favorites, 4-point favorites, something like that. It's been wallowing back and forth. It's going to be tough. The Rams, obviously, we know they got so much star power. They got the best roster money can buy. They traded for everybody. They signed everybody. They gave up all their first-round draft picks to get everybody. They done got guys off the rebound, like OBJ. They done got trade for Von Miller. They already had Aaron Donald and the Ford. Traded for Matt Stafford. The Rams have a lot of star power. When it comes to just straight up talent, the Rams are unmatched. When it comes to just straight up talent. But the Bengals, it's just something about this guy, Joe Burrow. The media's falling in love with him. I'm sure if he chokes, I doubt, but I'm sure if he chokes, they'll jump on his back and cut him down just as hard as they built him up. Him, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, Higgins, Boyd, Uzoma. They don't really have much on defense. Definitely don't have much up front on the offensive line. On paper, you would think that Von Miller and Aaron Donald versus that terrible offensive line, it looks like trouble. But something about Joe Burrow, he's been pulling it off, even after getting sacked 9 times. Pulled it off. Something about that magic, bro, when he's in the late game in the playoffs, something about that. Jamar Chase, he's a beast. He's a game breaker. Him and Ramsey going to be matched up. But how will the Rams do? Cooper Kupp, OBJ against that. The Bengals defense isn't great. They bet improve. Eli Apple been talking that trash. He's going to be matched up with OBJ some. Maybe even Cooper Kupp in the slot. Jesse Bates, Sam Hubbard. They got a couple names. But it's just tough. It's tough in these games to call it because anything can happen. I like the magic the Bengals have been putting on, but I don't know. And Clark said she's going with the Bengals in an upset, 27-24. She rooting for them Louisiana boys. Jamar Chase and LSU product, Joe Burrow. Cam Dalton got the Rams 31-28. Tyler P got the Bengals 26-20. And Clark says, they ain't got no offensive line. If they lose, that's going to be the reason. For sure. He said he just don't want Von Miller to win. Call me petty. I ain't going to call you nothing because I don't halfway disagree with you. However, my prediction, I think that it's going to be some points scored, but I think that the pressure from the edges, similar to what we saw against the Bucs for the Rams, and the interior pressure with Donald is going to just be too much for Joe Burrow. I think they're going to come out physical. I think the Rams defense is going to set the tone. Their offense may sputter a little bit because it's a big game for Matt Stafford. He hasn't really played this far deep in the playoffs. But I like the Rams. I think their pass rush is going to be way too much. Outside of Ramsey, their secondary, when they can give up yards in the run game with Joe Mixon, it'll be in their best interest to stay balanced. But when you got a guy like Joe Burrow, you got to drop back and pass. And you got a guy like Jamar Chase, you got to drop back and pass. I think the Rams, I think the pressure is going to be the difference maker. I think they get a couple turnovers just based off of pressure maybe. It may be a sack fumble. I think they get to Joe Burrow 5 times at least. I'm calling 5 times. I like Joe. I like Jamar. But I've seen this movie before. These feel-good miracle stories with the Panthers, and then the pressure is just too much. The offensive line finally gets exposed. Saw last year with Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes can't overcome a bad offensive line, it's going to be tough for a guy like Joe Burrow. If he does it, he's going to be goated, obviously. But we'll see. I do like the Rams in this game. To win. My score prediction, I wrote it down. 30, Rams 30, Bengals 24. I got them going over the total. I'm definitely betting over the total. I'm not going to bet on the spread. I'm going to bet on the other stuff. But I definitely like the Rams to cover that 4.5 points it is. I got them winning by 6, 30-24. I think their defense ultimately ends up making the play that they need, and they sought the game away in the end. I got the Rams. Well, I've been going every week during the season. I'm going to keep going every week with the show. We're going to talk about what news happens. I'm going to try to stay up to date on the news and stuff. I obviously won't be as football-oriented with that stuff. It may be some off-the-field stuff. It may be some draft talk. Whatever news that comes up, the Dunk on the Man show, we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about it. You know how we do. It's unnecessary bluntness for a reason. Start doing some more behind-the-scenes content of just some everyday stuff, some fan stuff. Like my jersey collection, the merchandise I bought. I'm going to start doing some giveaways. We'll see. And Clark said, did I hear about the guy who won bid for guessing boat? Yeah. Man, these dudes be having time machines. I swear they be having time machines. How do you predict scores correctly for both games? Unless you just put a bunch of money on a bunch of different outcomes? How? I mean, if you did it legitimately, you deserve every penny that you got. But these dudes really be having time machines, man. They can see into the future with crystal ball, something. Something in the star. I don't know. Something in the star. I don't know. Let me predict something like that. I'm trying to get some life-changing money too. That happened to me. I'm YouTubing full time because I don't need to make money. I do this for the love. I make a little bit of money, but I do it for the love. If I got hit the lottery or hit a big bet like that, I'd be full-time YouTube. I'm dropping videos twice a day, every day. Because all I got to do is record. I'll pay somebody to do all the editing and all that stuff. You see a whole different side of unnecessary bluntness. I be pumping out content like crazy. Money and time is the only thing holding you back. But if you got money, you can pay your bills, you're going to have a lot more free time. I'll tell you that. But nevertheless, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. We will be back next week to recap everything that happened, plus all the news, getting ready for the off season. We're talking about the Super Bowl, what happened in it. I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. Dunk on the Man. It's a bunch of love. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Another regular season in the books, but we are keeping going. Obviously, next week on and on. Dunk on the Man show don't stop. It don't stop. Protect your neck. Wear your mask. Cough in your elbow. One question for Super Trebo on the way out. Will Brady retiring, Sean Payton retiring, then the Panthers have a shot at NFC South? They better. They don't, Matt Rule's gone. They don't win the NFC South next year, Matt Rule's done. Unless Tom Brady magically comes back, the Panthers really have to win the NFC South or get to the playoffs. That's just my final word. I'm out of here, though, man. I got my headband, my LeBron James headband on today like somebody was clowning me. I'll holler at y'all. Picking the Rams. Peace.